Hey, what's up guys, it's Roy here. So today's video is going to be an unboxing and first impressions video of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S23 that you see here in front of you. And before I get started, I want to say a big thank you and shout out to the sponsor of this video, Casetify. I'll be chatting about them in just a bit. So I went and picked this up today, and like all my unboxing videos with the Galaxy phones and really any of my phones, I left all of these seals unbroken so I could truly give you my genuine first impressions of this device. As I'm opening it, I want to share that experience with you. As you can tell, I went with Phantom Black here. The packaging is a little bit different this year, as you can see here. So you got a picture of the actual phone there. And so if you got the green or the lavender or whatever, it would actually be the different color right there. And then right here, it does say Galaxy S23, kind of like in a shimmery silverish color. On this side, it does just say Galaxy S23. And then on this side, it just says Samsung, nothing at the top, and then just the IMEI stuff at the bottom. So let's get this bad boy out. So got my handy dandy unboxing knife here, and let's cut it open for the very first time. One side, two sides. So as I'm getting this open, this is a $799 phone here. It comes in two different storage capacities, 128 or 256 gigs for the regular S23. If you want to jump up in storage, you need to go up to the Plus and Ultra. So as you can see here, this is the first time they've ever done something like this, where it's got this film over it. Well, it's not a film, it's kind of like almost a paperish type of material here. You got the lenses right there exposed, which is kind of cool. And if I lift this little tab up, it looks like it just will lift this up completely. And then here is the device in Phantom Black. I'm gonna set that to the side. As you can see, there's nothing there, and that's because all of the goodies are inside the lid here. So let's get this lifted up, put that back over here, and let's see how we can get this bad boy open here. Lift the top and slide up. That's gonna reveal what comes inside. So we have our quick start guide and all that stuff here, which I'm not gonna waste your time with. We got a SIM card ejector tool, terms and condition paperwork, and then of course we have a USB-C to USB-C charging cable here. Unfortunately, there is no charging brick. Thank you, Apple. But that is it when it comes to the actual unboxing. And let's get to the main attraction here. So we have a kind of a blacked out wrapping on the front here. As you can see, I can pull it here. And there we go. And there is the device. So there is the Phantom Black S23 in my hands for the very first time. And I gotta say, guys, it feels fantastic in the hand. Like, I'm a really big fan of the regular S23 and S22 and the S21 series phones. It's just so much easier to use in one hand. Now the Phantom Black color looks really great. It's obviously a matte black. We have the Samsung branding here, IMEI number there. You can kind of see that glossier border around it, so not too shabby there. There's the new lenses right there. So as you can see, looks pretty good. So it kind of has more of a brushed aluminum look around the actual lenses. I thought it'd be more blacked out, but as you can see with the light hitting it, looking at the side here, looks like obviously we got some stickers here that I need to peel off, which I'll go ahead and do. All right, so there's one sticker. Just gonna go all around the half of it. And then let's do the other half here. Let's get that going. And that is all of them. So on this side here, we do have our volume up and down button and our power button there, that 5G antenna. Here at the bottom, we do have our SIM card ejector tray there. And then of course, we have our speaker and then some mics and the USB-C charging port there. On this side, absolutely nothing other than just some antenna bands there. And then at the top, we do have a hole punch cutout for the mic and then another antenna band there. So very flat front. Like I said, first time holding it in my hands, it feels fantastic. I really love the weight of it. Let's see if we got any juice. And we do. So as it is booting up, let's go ahead and put that to the side there. And let's talk about today's video sponsor, Casetify. So Casetify makes some fantastic cases for flagship devices. like the S23. So if you're interested in buying anything from them after I show you this, you can go to casetify.com/Roy Flores. And if you use my link there, you'll get an automatic 15% off your checkout. So when it comes to the devices inside of here, they have two different cases. So this one is the Ultra Impact case. And as you can see, it's kind of got that breakdown look, which looks really, really cool. And then this one is just the Impact series case. So I think this case looks really, really cool as well. So let's go ahead and get these out real quick and I'll slap it on and show you what these look like. So here's the Ultra Impact installed. And like I said, just looks really, really cool. It's the inside parts case. So got it installed here. Has some great lip protection around the actual camera hump. You got some very, very hardcore reinforced bumpers here. As you can see, that's the look there. Has very tactile buttons, which are fantastic. And the drop protection with this case is insane. And then here is the Impact series case here. Has this really cool speckled pattern on the sides. Has a very great rating when it comes to drop protection once again. Has this really cool design on the back. You will not forget who your case company is that you're repping on your phone. Has a very slim fit on my device and very tactile buttons once again. And what's cool about Casetify's website is if you go to their website, you have a ton of customization that you can do with the phone cases. There's a ton of different accessories for Apple Watches, different types of accessories. And then at the same time, what I really, really like about these actual phone cases is that they are made from recycled phone cases, which is really cool. So it kind of has that green vibe to them. So like I said, if you go to casetify.com/Roy Flores, use that promo code, you're gonna get 15% off. So big thank you to Casetify for sponsoring this video. So back to the S23 unboxing. All right, so finally got to this point here to show you the home screen here. So this is the home screen. Now it's getting all set up right here. As you can see, it has quite a bit of stuff to go through. So what I really love about this home screen is it's a 6.1-inch Full HD plus screen. It's got a peak brightness of 1750 nits, which is very, very bright. It's an adaptive refresh rate on this screen to help with battery life. It can drop all the way down to 48 hertz and jump all the way up to 120 hertz. So that is just something that I really, really like. Let's go ahead and show you the responsiveness of the actual fingerprint scanner. And as you can see, it seemed to work pretty well there. So let's do that one more time. So not too shabby at all. And then just to kind of play around with it to see like the snappiness, it seems very, very snappy. Now, one thing that I always do with my devices, if I go into settings and I scroll down to developer options, then what I can do is to go down to the actual portion here where I can change up the speed and snappiness of the animation here. So as you can see, it's at 1 times. This is a little tip and trick, guys. I love to just put it at 0.5. So it still gives you some animation, but it just makes everything way more snappier, but you still are getting that higher refresh rate, which I really, really enjoy. So as far as the cameras this year, what we get are a 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 50 megapixel wide angle lens, and then a 10 megapixel telephoto lens. We do have optical zoom at 3 times and then digital zoom all the way up to 30 times. So in my review, I will obviously do some testing with that to see how it compares against the Galaxy S22. And then on the front, we are getting a 12 megapixel selfie camera. Another improvement for this year is battery. So with the battery life, I am very anxious to see how this compares against the S22 because, to be honest with you, the S22's battery was average at best. They have bumped it up to 3,900 milliamps versus the 3,700 milliamps that we did have with the Galaxy S22. So with it also having the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, I'm very anxious to see how this performs with battery life, with screen on time. So with my full review, I will definitely be testing that coming up soon. And that's one thing about this new phone with the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip. It's supposed to really help a lot with battery life, to help with the camera, to help with a lot of different things when it comes down to this device. I've seen a lot of benchmark testing, which, to be honest with you, I don't really care about benchmarks. I care about real world, like how it performs, how's the battery performing, does it stutter, when I'm using it. That's what I care about. So in my review, I will definitely be checking that out as well. And just to really talk about the outside here, so the actual frames are aluminum frame. So the whole entire side's aluminum, super shiny. So it's going to be a fingerprint magnet. The front and back are going to be covered with Gorilla Glass Victus 2. So to be determined as I use this, how it protects against like taking it in and out of my pocket and stuff like that. Another thing is, if you care about the IP rating, it is IP68. So this is going to be perfectly protected against, you know, rain if you're outside, if you get stuck in it, if you get pushed in a pool, it's going to be fine. So no worries there. It can definitely survive those types of things. So to touch on the recording capabilities, as you can see, we can record in 1080-30, 1080-60, and then we can also record in 4K 30 and 60 frames per second and 8K in 30 frames per second if necessary. Now we also do have the ability to do our super steady modes there, which from all the testing that I've seen from other YouTubers, it's significantly improved. So I'm really looking forward to testing the super steady mode versus the iPhone 14 Pro's action mode and see how it fares with the regular entry-level S23. So there we have it, guys. There is the S23. So first impressions in my hand, this thing feels fantastic. I'm really looking forward to testing it over the weekend a lot more and really diving deep into this versus the S22 that I've had since day one. And I'm really curious about that battery life. That's like the main thing I'm hoping for, because if this does have a decent battery life, this is definitely my everyday phone because it's so much easier to hold in the hand. I mean, look at that. It's so tiny, but still has a big, beautiful 6.1 inch screen there. And obviously it's a Samsung screen, right? So it's perfect. It's a really good screen. And then once again, big thank you and shout out to Casetify for sponsoring this video. So there you have it, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button and then hit that subscribe button as well. And then ring that notification bell so you're up to date when I do release new content. So be safe. God bless. We'll see you on the next one.